Okay, before we take a break, last hour, we talk about the scatter diagram and the trend line. Okay, you will find if today you have the data set you get. Okay, you can also express them by the scatter diagram and draw a line, okay, to find the trend on it. Okay, for example, is a relationship between two variables, that is number of commercial and sales. Okay, but you can write or draw such figure by your hand, okay, or by the statistic software, okay, by the statistic software. And then you will find in such diagram, each dot, okay, is the data you get. Okay, for example, when the number of commercial is 2, the sales is 15, you will find, okay, in such data, maybe here, okay, 2 commercials and the sales here is 50. So the dot, this one is on behalf the week 1. Okay, so you can draw the dot and find the trend on it. Okay, and then you can also use other chart to express, okay, the variables or the data set you get. The other one is the side by side and the stack bar chart. Okay, the side by side bar chart is a display for you to use the multiple bar chart on the same display. For example, here, okay, when we would like to use the same example, that is companies, they spend so many days, okay, to do the audit before the the end of the year. Or here, okay, it's an example from your textbook, that is the side by side bar chart for the quality and the meal price data. You will find in such, okay, in such variables, on the horizontal axis is price and the axis is frequency. And then you will find the price from 10 to 19. Okay, you also separate them into three different levels. Okay, that is good, very good, excellent. Okay, to express it. So each cluster of the bar represent one value of the first variable, that is here, the price, okay, of each cluster on behalf of the first variable. But each bar within the cluster present the other value of the second variables. Okay, that is good. Okay, the quality get good is the frequency is how many, and get very good is how many, and get excellent is how many. Okay, so you will find if you use the side by side and the staggered bar chart, you can express them with different variables but on the same figure. Okay, the other one is the stack bar chart. Okay, you will find in such a chart, each bar will be broken into different rectangle segments, okay, with different color. Okay, for example, here you will find, okay, some home styles. They may have colonial, log, split, or A-frame. Okay, they have different style. And then you will find, okay, the frequency with different numbers, that is the price is larger or less than 200,000, 250,000. Okay, so here you will find through the different um different baht. Okay, the total baht you will find, yes, they are the type in colonial. Okay, but in different price level. Okay, then you will find the frequency of it. So you can find it from the stacked bar chart, okay, because each bar will be broken into different rectangle segments, okay. And if the percentage frequency is displayed, all the bar will get, okay, the 100, will get the 100, okay, 100 percentage from its its composition, okay. For example, the corneal, today this is the frequency, but if I would like to present them by the percentage frequency, okay, you will find everyone finally will get 100, but they may have different percentage on it, okay. For example, here you will find, yes, they may have different frequency, so different percentage will be present, okay, by different price, okay. And then you will find in the home style, they are log 1, okay. It's frequency that less than 215,000, okay, is relatively less than larger than 250,000 one, okay. So by the percentage frequency, you will find, yes, this part seems more larger than this part, okay. You can express them by the percentage frequency or by the frequency. But if you present them by the percentage frequency, the final total are 100, okay, for each one. And then the data, okay, the data, no matter you use which figure, which table, or what way you would like to show them, okay, the data visualization is a way for you, okay, to summarize and present the information to your audience. So the main goal for such tools or such method is to communicate effectively to your audience, to tell them the key information or the uh, the clear information, okay, to help them can quickly catch what you would like to tell them or what you find through the survey or the research. So yes, you will find my PowerPoint seems not a very good one because there are a lot of words on it. But you will find some professional artist, yes, or presenter. If you find in the TEDx, okay, you will find their PowerPoint, yes, looks very clearly and very beautiful. Some even very fashionable. Okay, so I will tell you that effectively the graphical display is a professional work and is also a science. Okay, because you have to know people will their preference and the information you pass or you give is like a stimulation, okay, it's like a stimulation to them. So how to help them to catch such information in a limited time, okay, is a big task, okay, for you to learn in the university because you will do a lot of group work, group report, okay, and through such experience it will accumulate you your experience in how to express your uh your idea, your thinking, okay, with your classmates, with teachers, okay. So not only in my course, okay, you may learn how to use data visualization or how to pass the information to the audience, okay, in the university. Okay, so here are some guidelines for you to think about it. That is give the display a clear and conscious title, and keep the display simple, okay, and clear label in each axis, and provide the unit of the major, okay, and if color are used to make sure they are distinct. Okay, so if you would like to submit your report to the teacher, okay, to in other subjects, please remember, okay, if they are in the color one, make sure each color are distinct, okay, or your teacher, your audience will a little bit confused if you use a gray and use a light gray and use a white, okay, in a bar chart. Oh, that will be very terrible, okay. And if multiple colors or line types are used, okay, provide a legend. Yeah, that would be helpful for them to distinguish and to quickly know, okay, what you would like to express. Okay, so the tabular and the graphical display, they can be divided into two big family. Okay, the categorical and the quantitative data. Categorical and the quantitative data, you will find they can be expressed by the tabular or graphical display. Okay, and then it can be expressed by the frequency distribution, by the relative frequency distribution, cumulative one, or percent frequency, cross table, okay, or stem leaf, or pie chart, or dot plot, okay, histogram, etc. Okay, so it's the descriptive, statistic descriptive, okay, section one. Okay, so I will continue, okay, to session two, okay, to session two, because session two, okay, is what we will learn today, okay, is the topic today. Section two. If you forget what paragraph or figures it is, don't worry about it, okay? Maybe next week we can try to draw it, okay? But now you have to pay more attention on what I introduce, okay? Because there are maybe some calculation you need to learn, okay? So this is the descriptive statistics section 2, okay? Now, if we know how to present the data, okay, by the figures, by the table, by the diagram, then we also need to know, okay, how to calculate some of it to get further information we would like to know, okay. For example, when you see a lot of data, what information would you want to know from them? Okay, I believe you will not only want to know, okay, it can be shown by a diagram or by a dot plot, okay. You will also want I tell you more, okay. So now we will learn some numerical measures, okay. So those measures, they are from a sample, okay. They usually from a sample, so we will call they are sample statistics. And if the measures, they are complete from a population, we will call they are the population parameters, okay. So now you will be very confused. Why? What is sample? What is population? For example, today, if I would like to study the distance learning preference from student in STUST, okay, the study population will be student in STUST, right? But I have to consider, okay, the time, the money, okay, and my human resource I have. So today I decide to do random selection, okay, from student I met, okay, at the campus. And it's very luckily for me because I met you, okay, in the classroom. So I decide you as my sample, okay, to do such study. So the student in the statistics course, yes, you are the sample for me on behalf of the student in STUST. Okay, so the major from you, I get the data from you. They are sample statistic. We will call you are the sample. And student in STUST, they are population. Okay, in Mandarin, one is 母体 OK，南台的学生叫母体，and the sample in Mandarin is 样本，OK。那统计课的同学们就是我的研究样本，因为 because the time, the money, the human resources are limited, so it's impossible for me to contact each STUST students, okay, to do my survey. So I do random selection from the course and choose statistics course student as my sample. So if the majors are computed for data from a population, they will be the population parameter. And a sample statistic is referred to as the point estimator of the corresponding population parameter. Because today I use the sample to calculate the information. So I will say the result I get from the sample is the point estimator to the population parameter. Okay? So the first thing we would like to learn is mean. Okay, is mean. The mean provide the measure of the central location. So every time when you saw a lot of numerical data, you will ask me what's the average on it, what's the mean on it. Okay, so the mean of the data is the set of the average of all the data value. So here you will find the sample mean. We will express them as the x bar. Okay, it will be the point estimator of the population mean. Population mean, we will call them mu. Okay, just like student in STUST. Its population mean, we call it mu. But today, the student in the statistic course, okay, the sample mean here, we will call it S bar. Okay, so how to calculate the S bar, the sample mean? Okay, just what you think about. Okay, it's the sum of the values that you get from the how many observations you have. Okay, for example, in our course, there are 33 students. So I can add the information from those 23 students, okay, and divided by the number of the sample size. Okay, for example, the score, okay, in your individual text 1, okay, there will be 23 students score here, and I can divide it by 23, then I will get the mean scores for you. Okay, and it's a sample mean. For example, here, okay, is a data set. Okay, then you will find the monthly rent for this apartment. Okay, they are listed below. If you would like to know the monthly rent, okay, the mean of it for this apartment, you can add them, summation them together. And because you know there are 70, okay, 70 apartment. So you divide it by 70, then you will get the sample mean, okay, of it, that the average monthly rent, okay, for the apartment is about such money. So it's a sample mean. And the other is the weighted mean. That is sometimes, okay, the mean will be computed by giving each observation with a different weight, okay, to reflect its relative importance. For example, in your GPA, okay, when we calculate your GPA, you will find different subjects, they may have different weight on it, okay. So you will calculate it for your GPA, okay. So um, in other weighted mean computation, okay, quantities such as kilogram, dollars, or volume, they are frequently used, okay. So how to calculate the weighted mean? That is, for example, in this semester, you get 15 credit because you take 3 credit from statistics course, 3 uh, credit from uh, English course, okay, and 3 from uh, music, okay, and six, okay, 6 credit from design, okay, design course, okay, for example. So how to calculate the weighted mean? That is, maybe this semester the score you get from statistics is 19, English is 85, music is 95, and the design is 17. So how to calculate it? That is, you need to calculate is the value you get, okay, of the observation multiple by the weight, okay, for it. For example, the observation of the value in statistics course is 19 and multiple by the weight for it is 3, okay, and sum up by the English course is value is 85 and multiple by its weight is 3, okay. And then for the music course, the value is 95 and you get the weight for the credit is 3, and for the design course you get is 17 and its weight is 6, okay. You summation them and divide it by the total weight is 15, okay. You will get the weighted mean, okay. So for example here, it's they would like to know, okay, the average wage they paid for the for the workers, okay, they employee. Then you will find different workers, they may have different wages and different working time, okay. So if you would like to know the average wage, okay, you have to multiply them. That is, for the carpenter, okay, its wage is 21.6 and its total working hour is 520. So the money you paid for them, okay, is you have to multiply the wage, okay, the wage and the total hour. And for the electrician is also the same, okay. Then when you add them together, you will get such result and divide it by the weight, okay, divided by the weight to get the average wage you pay for the workers, okay, per hour, okay. And next is the geometric mean. Okay, the geometric mean, and is also calculated by the root, the root. Okay, you will find by finding the nth root of the product of the n values. Okay, it usually used for analyze the growth rate in financial data. Okay, so it should be applied anytime you want to determine the mean rate of the change over several successive periods. Okay, and it also can be used to calculate the changes in population or CBCCs or population levels or birth or death rate. Okay, usually it would be expressed like this one. Okay, you have to multiply them and get the root of it. So I will give you an example to know, what is geometric mean. Okay, for example here, the rate of return for each period. Okay, you will find the return there have -1 and +1. If I transfer them, okay, into the growth factor, you will find, okay, because the growth factor, the normal one is 1. So if I say, okay, is a negative 6%, that means is less than 1 by 6%. So its number will be 0.94. Okay, and the second is less than 8 percentage. Okay, so 1 minus 8 percentage you will get is 0.92. Okay, and the other is less, okay, 4 percentage, so that is 0.96. Okay, but today if the return became +1, that means it's higher than 1. Okay, so that is 1.02, 1.054. And if I would like to know the geometric mean of the rate of the return, okay, I can multiply them and then get the root of the fifths, because there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there are 5 factors here. So I get the root of it. Okay, I can express them by such condition, by such form. Okay, so you can use your calculator to get the result of it. Okay, and then the median. Okay, the median is the data set that is the value in the middle.
Sorry,
Okay,
teacher.
when yes.
Can you go back to the previous page? The previous page. One more.
mm,
The formula. Can you
mm,
go back? The formula. No, before this one.
yes,
Yes, this one. Can I take a screenshot? Okay, thank you.
you can download the material from the flip class system. Okay,
Okay, thank you.
yes, okay, no problem. Yeah, Robert.
How do we how do we listen to the recording, the ones you make?
Hmm?
How do we watch the recordings?
Oh, you can check by the flip class system. Oh, you mean you want to check the today's course record? I haven't uploaded it to the YouTube, so you cannot watch it.
Oh, okay. What about the previous classes?
Yes, also the same. I just record it and didn't upload it. Yes.
Oh, okay, okay.
If you would like me to upload it, maybe from next week I will consider to put them on it, but only in distance learning period I record the course. If we learn in the classroom, I may not record the course. Okay.
Okay, okay.
Okay,
Thank you.
no problem, no problem. Yes. Let me think. Okay. Yes. Okay. Continue. The median. Okay. Sometimes you would like to express the the data, okay, by means or by the average. But if the data have some extreme value on it, okay, you will find the average or the mean cannot express the real condition. Okay, it may cannot tell tell the real condition on it. For example, if I would like to know the salary in the classmate, okay, in among you, okay, then maybe one will tell me her salary is 100 USD, okay, the other will tell me 150, the other will tell me 120, but accidentally one tell me that her salary is 10,000. Okay, in such a condition, you will get a very strange result on the average because such extreme values. So, in order to truly to tell the audience that the real condition on it, we will use the median. Okay, we will use the median to express such data uh, for the analysis. Okay, for example, if there are 7 observations, okay, we can write them in as ascending order. Okay, that is from small to large. Okay, from small to large. Okay, then you can find the median one is the middle value of the list. Because there are 7, so 1, 2, 3, 4. The fourth one will be the median. It's for the odd number of the observation. Okay, so if today there are even number of the observation, that means, okay, maybe there are 8 observation. The first step you need to do is to write down them in ascending order. Then you know in such condition, okay, there are 8 observations here. So in the middle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 6, 8. Okay, the fourth and the fifth, they are in the middle of the observations. So the median of such condition, we will get the average of the 2 middle value. So we will add 19 and 26 and divided by 2 to get 22.5, okay, as the median. Okay, so when you get the data and would like to know the median of it, you have to firstly to see how many observation it is. Is it a odd number or an even number? Okay, if it's a not odd number, then by the ascending order, okay, choose the middle one. It will be the value of the median. And if it's the even number, okay, you have to get the average of the 2 middle values. Okay, so it's an example. Okay, you can how say, you can see it in your textbook. Okay, and I think I will talk the mode. Okay, the last we will introduce today. What is the mode? Okay, the mode is the data set that the value occurs with the greatest frequency. Okay, 众数 in Mandarin is 众数. Okay, the greatest frequency. So no matter how many data you get today, okay, you can calculate the frequency is shown. If the frequency is shown is the greatest one, we will say that data is the mode. Okay, for example, here in such data, you will find 515, okay, is the one that occurs with the greatest frequency. Okay, so we will say in such data, the mode is 515. Okay, but you have to remember some data set, they may have 2 or more mode. Okay, for example, if in such data set, I have 1,000 and shown, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 6, and also show appear, okay, 7 times, the same as 550. Okay, 515. Okay, I will say the mode for such data set, okay, is 550 and 1000. Okay, there are two modes in such data set. Okay, so this is what we talk about today. Okay, we talk about today. And then I would like you to quickly log into the flipped class system now. Okay, to quickly log into the flipped class system now, because I would like you to have a small practice. Okay, to have a small practice. So please quickly log into your flipped class system. Okay, when you log into the flipped class system, okay, you will find there are individual text 2. Okay, individual text 2 today. And I would like you to practice it now, because there are two simple questions, very, very simple questions. I would like to check what you know or what you have already learned today. Okay, I would like you to compute the mean, the median, and the mode. Okay, two simple questions in today's individual test. So please log into the flipped class system to write it. Okay, to write it. And remember to submit it. Okay, remember to submit it. And if you would like to check your score in the individual text 1, you can also log into the flipped class system and click the individual text 1. Okay, then you can know your score on it. Okay, you can know your score on it. There are two simple questions as the individual text 2 on the flipped class system. So please quickly log into the flipped class system to write down it, okay? Because I asked you the mean, the median, and the mode, okay? If you know you had listened what I'm talking about 5 minutes ago, I believe you will answer it, okay? Very quickly. Okay. Now I will also do the attendance check. Okay. If I call your name, please let me know. Okay. If you are here. Okay. 庄雅婷.
Here.
Okay. Thank you. Elvin. 林坤勇是吗？我有没有记错？林坤勇 are you here? Elvin? No? 庄孙光 Felix? Are you here? Felix? No? Oyuka 巴韵如 Oyuka, are you here?
I'm here,
Oyuka.
I'm here, Felix. Johnson Kwan.
Okay.
Here.
Okay, thank you. Okay. 庄孙光 here. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Steve 冯德森 Steve Okay. Stephen 安立勋
Oh, I'm here.
Okay, thank you. Charlie 谢延佑 Charlie, are you here?张文静
Here，
OK， 记得分组哦，赶快想好。
所以我上礼拜不是，上次上课我就有传那个分组的名单给你了。
哦，你有写在 Google 表单？
有。
好，那我再去看哈。赵文胜 Dylan
I'm here.
OK。宜山 Alice 陈宜山 Are you here?
Here.
Okay, thank you. Okay, 立勋 Stephen. Okay, Stephen here. Yes. And Konya. Konya, are you here? Konya? No. Okay. Zyville. Yes, I know. And
No, I'm here. I'm sorry, my microphone is having some problem. Cornelia.
okay, Konya. Okay.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. And 杜延林 Yolanda. Yolanda, are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. And Jude, yes, write me the email. And Mariam here, right? Robert here. And Jasmine, are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, thank you. 莫安琴嘛，哈，刚刚有跟我说莫安琴好。Not here, right? Lulu 林瑜杰
Here.
Okay, thank you. 韩秉承在吗？韩秉承 Brian here, right? And Maxine 陈秀文
Here.
Okay. 赖伟杰
Here.
Okay, thank you. So I will confirm again. Han Bingchen, are you here? No. Mo Anqing, are you here?
Oh, Huntington is getting vaccine today.
Hmm?
Huntington is getting vaccine today.
Getting vaccine today.
Yeah.
哦，可是还是要请他去请假哦，因为学校说要请假。好，请他记得去请假，所以老师还是必须要登记。但是他如果他去请假的话，这个就那个记录就会消掉，所以请他一定要去请假哈。跟他讲，那个打疫苗还是要请假。If you get vaccine, you still need to take a leave on or apply a leave, okay, on the STUST system, okay. 谢延佑 Charlie, are you here? Charlie, are you here? No. 坤勇 Elvin. 林坤勇 Elvin.
Yeah, I'm here.
Are you here? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Okay. I would like to ask, if, do you think the questions very difficult to answer in individual text too?
For me, it's okay as long as you pay attention in class. It'll be fine.
Okay, so you finished. Steven, very difficult, right? Dude. You finished, but you say very difficult. Oh my god. Okay. You seems like some student always say, I don't know, I don't study, but in the end get 100 in the exam. Okay, finish. If you would like to know the median, please remember, okay, to pay attention if it's even or how say that, if that is an even observation, okay, even number observation, or if they are an odd number observation, okay, then to write down those numbers in ascending order, okay, that is from small value to big value, then to calculate, to account it, okay, to account it and find the middle one, okay. And the mode is the the number that appear with the most frequency on it, okay. So if you calculate it, I think it will not so difficult for you. Mean is average. Yes. Yeah, thank you, Stephen. Mode, yes, the most often, yes, with the the most frequency on it. So you know it, Stephen. Steve. Very difficult. Very difficult for you to use your brain to answer those questions because it's very easy. Yes, but I still need to introduce it based on the because they are the basic concept for the statistic course. Yes. Okay, if you finish your individual task, okay, you can leave the class and see you next week. Okay, see you next week on the computer
teacher.
classroom. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you.
Bye.
Bye bye. Bye bye.
Bye.
See you. Bye bye. Yes,
Yeah.
Robert.
Question: what if the range of the numbers is even?
Yeah.
If
And
you want, I
then
want to find the median, but the numbers an even quantity of numbers, six numbers.
if it's an even, right? So
Yeah.
you will know who will be the middle one, right? If there are 7, then who will be the middle one? The
Okay.
fourth. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, remember next week we will go to classroom as 509, okay? Okay, if you finish it, please remember submit to the flip class system, okay? And I will check it later. And yes, the deadline for you to submit it is 12:30. Okay, 12:30. So you can take your time to finish it. I think those are simple questions, okay, for you to to rethink about what you learned today. Okay. If you finish it, you can leave the classroom and see you next week. Okay. So Brian, any questions?
I'm good. I'm just
Okay.
basically typing all things out.
Okay. 好 Okay. So I will finish the record.